Yes, hello. This is the channel where 5 football fans see if it's actually possible to predict the outcome of every game in the Premier League season. It's match day 35. Some big games coming up, so we'll get down to the nitty-gritty.
Tough week.
Some teams already on the beach, some teams playing for pride, and some still got a shout for European football. Right, this is how it works. We predict 2 games each every week, with bonus games as well thrown in. We get points whether we get correct scores and correct results. Put me to a table at the end of the season, we get a winner and a loser. We'll come on to the results of the table a bit later in the video. Right, you may have noticed there's only 3 of us today. Unfortunately, Mr. Lover has left us. And we just want to say thank you, mate, for all the laughs we've had doing this with you.
You're a good lad.
I think the blooper reel wouldn't have happened without you starting it off, making me laugh uncontrollably. And it's, I'm actually going to put a link to the blooper video at the end because it's still one of my all-time favourite videos. I cannot watch it without laughing. So thank you, mate. Thank you for all your input into this.
Up the Villa.
Up the Villa, mate. Okay, right, on to this week.
Yes.
Before we start, we'll get the answer to last week's Stato question. Right, all about Arsenal. Arsenal have played 1262 now, Premier League games. But to the nearest 1,000, how many passes have they made in their Premier League history? Because they do like a bit of ticky-tacky.
Did anybody answer?
No, nobody. Oh, yes, somebody did have a go at it, and somebody said 500,000, which, no, I'm sorry, it's not quite that many. It's actually, anybody want to have a crack at it?
And 250,000?
No, it's actually 383,000. But, right, get this, right, so Arsenal played 1,260 games and got 383,000. Man City have only played 1,070 games in the Premier League, and they're 400 and something thousand. They're way above.
Yeah, that's the 2 centre-backs just passing it back.
Passing sideways, So we always say ticky-tacky football for Arsenal, but it seems Man City play it better.
Interesting.
All right, okay, this week's Stato question. Who are the worst teams in the Premier League? Right, simple question.
Well, I can give you an answer
But
to that.
Southampton, obviously, and this is where I'm coming from, they've made 19 errors that have led directly to goals. Okay, but which other 4 teams are miles ahead of the rest of the league with 13 errors each leading directly to goals? Give us your answer in the comments, see if you can get any of the 4 teams. And it's surprising, it's not the ones you might think it is. Okay. Right, let's go and have a look at match day 35, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday.
Wow,
We've
what
got
a
bank holiday.
weekend.
I know it's going to be a great weekend for
Bank
football.
holiday weekend.
Yes. Okay, there's nothing left to play for, relegation and promotion, well, winning the league, other than European places and positions in the lower half. All these games have got massive connotations of that.
Some good games.
Right then, you're on, Phil, you're first.
Yes,
You've got
hit
Man
me.
City Wolves and West Ham Tottenham, and it's your bonus.
I know,
win.
yes.
This is
Which is a hard week.
And I did look, Wolves are the most informed team in the league. 7 games unbeaten, 5 wins on the trot there just now.
That is very true. But that's not what I'm going
Okay,
for.
I didn't think you would be.
No. Don't know why. Because it's that City. City, they always turn it on, don't they?
They do.
And they can.
They can.
Man City 2,
Yeah.
Wolves 0.
Oh, well, I do you know, I nearly wrote 1 there.
No, I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then you've got West Ham Tottenham. I mean, this is the shootout for who comes bottom of
This
non-relegation. Really
This
is.
is a tough one. West Ham can score.
Yeah.
But as we know from obviously their past games, they can concede.
But
So
don't forget
Tottenham.
Tottenham playing tonight
They
in
are.
the Europa League's semi-final. So are they going to be players?
Are we- But
Could
I don't
they
know.
be worn out from tonight?
I've gone for West Ham 1,
Yeah.
Tottenham 2. They might. They're capable.
They are very
They are
capable.
capable.
It's like we've all said, you don't know what team's going to turn up with
No,
Spurs.
no.
It could be anybody.
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay, and it's your bonus game this
this,
week.
it was so hard to call because I was edging towards Everton. Then I was thinking Man U.
Oh,
Then I'm thinking, well, I haven't got any of them.
Nobody goes for Man U as the bonus
No,
game.
I've gone for Arsenal.
Are you?
I've gone for Arsenal 2,
Ooh.
Bournemouth 0.
Blimey.
I know.
That's going to be a really good game. That's going to be a really good
Gonna
game.
be a good game.
Right, okay, right, we'll go on to Stato, our remote member. He sent his scores in. He's got Arsenal, Bournemouth and Palace Forest as his games. Okay, he's gone. I mean, I think this is going to be a tough game for Arsenal.
Yes.
And Arsenal stutter. They've done exactly
know.
what they did last year, and they've had 3 draws, which have absolutely nailed the coffin for them for winning the league.
But they did play well against Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah,
they did play well.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
they just can't seem to keep it going in the league. So Arsenal, Bournemouth. Stato, big man's gone for Arsenal 2, Bournemouth 1.
So not the same score. Not the same score. You're right.
Not the same. Not the same.
I think he's a bit far ahead though.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
We'll come on to the table.
We don't need to come onto the table.
Yeah, we do need to talk about the table, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. In his second game, he's got Crystal Palace versus Forest. Your team, Dave. Right. I think this is a tricky game as well because Palace are really on form. Yeah. Really, they're going to be up for it after getting to the FA Cup final.
Also, do the risk players?
Well, you have got that as well. To think
I know it's 2 weeks afterwards, but
don't you jump back to third if you win though?
Well,
is that correct?
If we win tonight.
Oh yeah, because you've got a game tonight. You're playing. So you're playing tonight. You could be. Yeah, it could be players we play
Monday again, so we're after the weekend.
Oh, well, okay.
So we could go back down to 6 again.
Okay,
right. I mean, crazy.
So he's gone. Crystal Palace 2, Nottingham Forest 2. He's thrown Desmond in there. All right, Desmond in there. Right then.
Palace, Palace.
Okay, right. We go on to which would have been Mr. Lover scores. We've asked friends, and I've got my friend Michael, who is the referee. We've referenced him in the past.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
He's given us his opinion on referee decisions. So I've asked him, and he said, "Yep, no problem." He sent
Is he another Man United supporter?
Yes, he is a Manchester United supporter. Thank you, Mike. Right, yeah, right. Michael, he had Leicester Southampton to start with. This is Michael sent this in. Right. Despite the fact that both are relegated, Southampton do have something to play for, and that's avoiding being the joint worst Premier League team in history.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's actually going to go Leicester 1, Southampton 2.
It's criminal. I
know.
I don't like him already.
You love him.
He ain't going to be a guest again.
I'll tell you what, mate. If we can get him on, we'll get him on.
Yes, come on.
He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Right.
And then his second game I gave him was Villa Fulham. Again, it's a tough game. Both teams.
Villa's got to win it.
Villa need to win it. They have to
Champions
get back.
League is definitely out.
So he's put Villa have looked mentally shot, but they still have an outside chance of Champions League football. So I think it's going to be tough. But he's going to go Villa 2, Fulham 1.
I would have said. I would have said.
It's a tough game. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for those.
Yeah, no, appreciate that.
Right, and then it is on to you.
Keno.
Do you know what?
Who got Keno?
I got Keno
Somebody,
myself, yeah.
Believe it or not, somebody tried to Keno Dino. I saw it.
What happened though? I got back up and
Dave, you turned. I saw you. You turned away.
Laser eyes. I was looking.
Yeah, you looked at it. I thought.
Not rising to the.
I genuinely thought. I thought he was going to go.
Steam was coming out.
I thought he was going to go and have a novel.
Calmed
it. You're very, very good actually. Right. Okay. You've got Brighton versus Newcastle and Brentford versus Manchester United.
Oh.
Brighton, Newcastle. Oh, this is hard. It's a very hard
games.
One,
It is.
So you know what I'm going to do? Brighton 2, Newcastle 2.
Hey, he's thrown another Desmond in there. Don't do this one as well, then.
Yeah.
You can't do the double D.
No.
Roll the dice.
Double D.
I can
the double D. The double D.
Roll the dice.
No.
I haven't got the dice with me, unfortunately. Okay, Brentford, Man United. What are you going for, Dan?
No brainer, isn't it?
Well, I wish I could see one tonight.
What do you mean a no-brainer?
I wish I could see tonight because that would actually, help.
Don't give me no-brainers.
I'm going to go Brentford 2, Man United 1.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's who I would have gone for Brentford if I were to that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Right. My games. I've got Everton versus Ipswich. Everton versus Ipswich, not Everton. Everton versus Ipswich and Chelsea Liverpool. I'd go from one end of the scale to the other one.
That was bad as Spurs, then, wasn't it?
Spurs.
Yeah.
Like Everton. Yeah. Right. Okay. I've got Everton Ipswich. Yes. I think Everton at home. Ipswich playing for pride though.
So however you want to say Ipswich, but Everton, but Ipswich are more than capable.
Ipswich.
Everton lost against Chelsea. It was only 1-0.
Yeah. Everton.
They beat people a lot of draws.
Everton did have a goal disallowed as well, so they could have drawn that. So I'm going to go Everton 2. I'm going to go Ipswich 1. I think Ipswich.
I think that's a fair.
I think Ipswich will score.
Oh yeah.
And then absolute stinker of a game. This is Chelsea Liverpool. You think about it.
Liverpool won the league
at Stamford
now.
Bridge.
Liverpool won the league, so are they going to put out the main
You
team?
still say Liverpool though.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I want Liverpool because I don't want Chelsea.
Yeah,
that's a spot for Forest.
Yeah.
That's the thing. At Stamford Bridge, Chelsea are going to think, no, they're not coming here. We're not going to give them a guard of honour and then let them win. Chelsea are going to be up for this. Liverpool are going to go there going, we're the champions.
Wow.
We just get out of that way and we're going to keep stamping our authority on it. They're not going to give up. Liverpool are not going to go,
I can't say that.
This is going to be a tough game.
It is.
Really tough game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Chelsea 2. Liverpool 2!
Yeah,
I'm going to go for a Desmond in there as well.
I
just think that's got Desmond written all over it.
Okay.
It's got Desmond written all over it, that has. Okay, well, that's our predictions. I will put them up on the screen so you can pause it and watch it, have a look at it on the toilet and think about it.
Yes.
Okay, right. We'll go on to how we did with week 33 and 34, because we had 2 weeks of games to do. We get 3 points for every correct score we predict, and we get a point for every correct result we get right. And it all goes into the table, and yeah, we'll sort it out at the end of the year. Right, Phil.
Yes.
3 correct results you got. Everton City, Southampton Fulham, and Wolves versus Leicester. That's 3 points to you.
That.
Brilliant. Stato, he got a biggity bong for week 33, but he did get 2 correct scores for Chelsea, Everton, and Newcastle versus Ipswich. Massive 6 points for him.
Oh.
I was actually with him. I was actually stood talking to him while the Chelsea Everton game was on the radio.
Oh,
And he didn't know. He wasn't listening. He wasn't listening to the scores. I was, and I said, "You've got a correct score." No, I haven't. I said, and it literally just fit. I said, "You've just got a correct score. That's 3 points." I know. And then Newcastle Ipswich came in. So, Mr. Lover, he got a correct result for Leicester Liverpool and for Forest Brentford to play tonight.
Ooh,
means he might get a point for that, but at the moment he only had 1 point for that.
Yep.
Dave, 2 correct results for Newcastle Palace and Leicester versus Liverpool bonus game, and you got biggity bong for week 34, but that's 2 points to you. Me, I just got a correct score for Fulham versus Chelsea. The 2 correct results for City, Villa and Liverpool Tottenham, 5 points to me. I'll put the table on the screen.
But there's no point.
I will put. There is a point actually.
Guess what?
There's a bit of a gap appearing in the middle there. But
I was happy a couple of weeks ago, but now it's just like...
Look, I mean, there's a gap there. You could drive a bus through that gap there in the table. But I'm top, so it doesn't affect me, so I don't care. Right.
But no more bonus games now. So
no more bonus games.
Level field now.
No more bonus games. Okay, well that is it for this week. We are going to be back next week for match day 36.
I could catch you though, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
You
can.
But you need a good week. You got your bonus week this week.
It's still very open though. It's still really open.
Well, if you get 9, you get 9. You're 1 point behind. 1 point behind.
It could go anywhere. It could still go anywhere. I've kind of just reaching for that trophy at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just almost touching
You can
it.
just
I just
feel
got one
it,
finger
can't
on
you?
top. It's
Do I want to let go of it yet?
No, you're not handing it over.
No.
But well, when it's mathematically impossible, then you have to do the handover for it.
Guard of honour.
No, I ain't doing that.
All right.
Oh, no, I shouldn't.
You imagine like walking in, we're all like,
Yeah, do that. Go for confetti bombs. Well, if I win it, we're definitely having confetti bombs in that. We are. Okay, right, that's it. We'll be back next week. Match day 36 and the answer to this week's Stato question and the results from this week's games. But until then, enjoy the bank holiday.
Yes.
But most of all, enjoy your football.